What's up, guys? In this video, I want to break down exactly what you need to do to scale your car detailing business or service-based business, whether you're a power washer, electrician, plumber, whatever it is, right? But mainly I'm going to be catering to car detailers in this video, but I want to show you how to scale beyond $10,000 a month. This is how I was able to scale my car detailing business to $10,000 a month in literally less than 3 months, spending less than 30 minutes a week managing everything. Now, one thing I will say is I want this video to be super authentic, so please stay with me. You know, when I consume content, I hate consuming videos that are so professional with all these crazy edits. I want to learn from other business owners and entrepreneurs that they're just being authentic, they're being real, they're sharing the good, they're sharing the bad, they're sharing the ugly, right? They're sharing everything. And so I really want this video to be authentic. Now, if this video helps you in any way, please subscribe to the YouTube channel. Please drop a comment. I always love hearing feedback. Now, I want to get right into this, right? And one other thing I want to say is I started in business in early 2020. I was in a place where up to this point, I've invested over 6 figures into coaching to get the skills, to get better at marketing, structures, SOPs, sales, building a team, and really just building a business. And so the way I want to start this off is I know there's, some of you watching this right now and you're on this journey of entrepreneurship. Some of you might be starting out. Some of you might be in the early stages, the later stages, whatever the case is. Really want to focus on what I would do if I were to start all over again and how I would structure my business and the things I would really focus on initially so I could really move the needle forward in the business aggressively. So the way I like to start is by drawing this line, okay? And some of you right now, like I'd mentioned, you're in the beginning stages, right? Maybe you're doing 3, 7, or less than 10K a month, right, in your business. Many of you, your goal is to what? You want to build this thing, right? You didn't get in a business to work a job. You want to get it to 10K, maybe 20, 30, maybe someone on here, you want to get it to 100K a month. Now, for the sake of this video, again, we're going to be focusing on what I would do to get to $10,000, $20,000 a month realistically, okay? Now, the way I like to structure this is I like to build it out in phases, okay? This is exactly how I built all of my businesses, one of them going on to do over 7 figures a year, okay? Now, the first thing I like to structure off with is, to some, it sounds silly, but to be honest, it's will make or break you in business. Number one is all about mindset, right? And whether you believe in the Bible or not, I do, I'm a Christian. Proverbs 23:7 says, as a man thinketh, so is he. So when you look at most people in life, what you see is a byproduct by the mindset and the skill set they've acquired, right? Wherever you're at on your business journey right now, it's a byproduct of the mindset, the way you think, the way you see yourself, the way you see the world, and then your skill set, what skills you've acquired because of the mentality you have, okay? So what I always like to tell people is you want to break any false beliefs and replace them with the right beliefs so you could actually move forward in your business, right? It's a mindset game, right? Whether you believe you can or you can't, you're right. So if you believe you can do it, you're right. But if you believe you can't do it, then you're gonna feed yourself that false belief and it's gonna keep you stuck, right? So that's number one. Now, secondly, what it comes down to is building out the right structure. It's building out the right foundation. And one other thing I like to put in here is like the right CRM. And I'll explain what I mean, right? They say statistically 95% of businesses, they fail within the first 5 years. And then out of the 5% that succeed, another 95% of those fail. I believe one of the reasons why is because they don't have a plan, right? Many times people get in a business, they no longer want to be a slave to their job, they no longer want to work a 9 to 5, so they say, hey, let me go start my own business. Now, there's nothing wrong with having that thought. However, if a country wants to win a war, what do they need to do first? They need to create a plan before you start deploying troops this way and that way, and you figure out how many weapons you need and artillery and so on and so forth. You need a plan that is strategic, so you know, hey, as long as we stick to the plan and we execute this plan, it's gonna lead to the overall goal, which is to win the war. And it's the same in business. You need to have a plan and you need to have a structure in place, okay? Many times what people do, especially in the car detailing space, is the moment someone calls, hey, I'm looking to get my car detailed. First off, many times they don't even really know what to say. There's no flow to the call. But really the thing I want to emphasize here is the moment the job is booked, many detailers, they write it down on a piece of paper, call it a day. Well, if you want to get to 10, 20K a month, do you think the business owner is doing that much? Just put it all on paper or put it in a Google Calendar? No, they have a CRM, which is a customer relationship management tool, so that every time you get a lead, it's in the same spot. This way you know when to follow up with them, when you should pitch them on another detail, and the list goes on and on what you could do there. You could send out texts, you could send out emails. It's really your hub to keep all of the leads, all of your customers in one place so you could have an efficient machine. The other side of it is really ensuring you have the right packages in place, the right SOPs in place, right? Standard operating procedures, that's what that means. This way, as you're building the foundation of your business, later on when I get in a team, you have SOPs in place so that when you do hire people, they know exactly what to do, okay? So hopefully you're sticking. I don't want to spend too much time on that. The next thing is marketing, okay? You could have the best car detailing business, plumbing business, electrical business in the world. Customers could have a great experience with you, but word of mouth does not predictably scale your business, right? What scales your business is having the right marketing system in place. So what I want to do is I'm going to write this out. Now, when it comes to marketing, the way I like to explain it is, in my opinion, to keep it super simple, there's two forms of marketing. There's what I like to call organic marketing, and then there's what I like to call paid marketing, okay? Organic marketing is marketing that's earned. It means you're always having to do something to get a lead, to get a client, right? With paid marketing, I like to refer to it as like a lever pulling marketing system where you just pull the lever and then the flow of leads just comes in 24/7. Now, what I've found, people who stay stuck at less than 10K a month, what they tend to do is they focus on things like knocking doors, handing out business cards, handing out flyers, going to events, posting on Facebook Marketplace, posting on social media. And that's all cool, right? Like, you will get customers here and there, but you have to ask yourself, is it a predictable way to actually grow and scale your business, right? Because do you think the shop doing $20,000 a month is going around handing out business cards, right? No, they're not. They need to focus on the business, and in order for them to do that, they need to set up these lever pulling marketing systems. Now, just to write this out, again, you have organic and paid. Now, what I like to focus on is setting up systems. That's how I scaled my detailing business to 10K a month in less than 3 months, right? Getting this dialed in. Now, there's really two primary systems I like to focus on, okay? Number one is I like to focus on Google, okay? The reason I like to focus on Google is because every day in your local area, there are people going to Google to look up restaurants near them. They're going to Google to look up, nail salons near them, whatever they're looking for. Whenever someone goes to Google, it's because they are intentional. They are looking for something. They're going to go with you or somebody else. Now, every day that you're not on Google, you're losing money and customers to the competition. Now, the other thing is, I believe statistically, it's like around over 90% of people that use a search engine are using Google 90% of the time, right? And the difference between Google and Meta, which is the second one I'll go more into in a little bit, is Google's intent-based, meaning they're looking for the service. Meta, which is Facebook and Instagram, is interest-based, meaning, maybe someone's scrolling on the toilet and they're scrolling because that's what you go to Instagram and Facebook to do, is to scroll, to consume, content, see what your friends and family are up to. And let's say someone gets hit with your ad on Meta. Well, they might be interested, might not be. Maybe they see your ad and they're like, man, I need to get my car detailed, right? But most of those leads, all of those leads, you don't go to Facebook and Instagram to look to get something done. It's more so you get interrupted by an ad, and it's interest-based, right? So let me ask you a question. Does it make more sense to show your ads to people who are already looking for your service, or does it make sense to show it to people who might be interested, might not be, right? So that's why I like to focus on Google number one. Now, if you're looking to get Google up and running, there's really 5 main things you need to do to get it up and running, okay? Number one, I'll just do it this way. Number one is you need what's called a Google My Business. Now think of this like you have a Facebook profile, but this is a profile on Google where customers could leave you reviews, you could post updates, there's different things you could do here. Now, what I recommend is you set up your Google My Business in your area. This is crucial, and you begin to put keywords in there like as you're building it out. So over time, organically, you could rank for certain keywords. That's number one. Number two is getting Google reviews, okay? You want to get to 50 to 100 reviews as quickly as possible because this positions you as like one of the go-to services in your area. Now, the reality is this: most businesses who set up Google My Business, they do it the wrong way. And many of them I've seen in different industries have been in business for years, guys, like 5, 10, 20, 30 years, and they have less than 50 reviews. And I'm like, man, if they would reach out to customers, they could really be the go-to person in their industry, okay? Number 3 is posting every single week, posting weekly, what we call Google updates. Now, these are updates, and in those updates, it's putting keywords so you begin to rank organically. Number 4 is creating a highly optimized landing page so that when we do set up ads, when you do set up those ads, you're sending the traffic to a fully optimized landing page with SEO, and over time that website begins to rank. But on top of that, it's a page where you could get people's information so you could generate leads. And then number 5 is setting up what I like to call advanced Google ads, okay? Now, when it comes to advanced Google ads, what's important about this is with the advanced Google ads, you're setting up a campaign with all these different ad groups, ads in those ad groups, optimizing for keywords, and then you're sending people essentially to that landing page, but the people who are going to that landing page are typing in things like car detailing near me, mobile car detailing, best car detailing in town, okay? That is number 1. Now, the second one we like to focus on, and I don't want to go too deep here, but number 2 is Meta, okay? So it's pretty much sticking to the same flow. It's building out an IG and a Facebook page and then running simple ads on Meta once you get to 10 to 15K a month on Google, depending on the size of your population, okay? Now, the next phase here on what you really need to focus on and optimize is gonna be sales, okay? Most people, they have no idea how to have a call, right? They have no idea how to have a call once someone calls in and says, hey, I'm looking to get my car detailed, right? So what you need to do is you need to build a simple sales script that's not salesy and build it into an SOP, because again, when you hire someone in the future, you hand them the SOP and it shows them exactly what they need to do. And then last but not least is building a team, okay? Takes teamwork to make the dream work. In order to scale, what I've found in many local service-based businesses to get past that $10,000 a month mark, it requires building a team and putting the right systems in place. I always tell people you need to delegate to elevate and essentially automate your business, right? And so that's it. These are the 5 things you need to grow your business. Now, if you're watching this right now and you're in a place where you're like, dude, this all makes sense, like it resonates with me, like, however, I don't know how to, what CRM do I use? How do I set up the ads? How do I set up the Google My Business the right way? Now, there are a lot of free resources on YouTube. However, those only could get you so far. So if you're watching this right now and you are looking to scale as quickly as possible and get hands-on coaching on how to do this, so you have someone in your corner helping you every step of the way, go ahead, book a free strategy call with my team and I. Down below, there will be a link. If that's you, if you're looking to scale rapidly, and on that call, it's nothing too crazy. Just want to get a better idea on where you're at in your business, where you want to get it to. And if I'm confident and my team's confident, we could actually help you get there. We would love to walk you through what that looks like and how it works. And so if that's you, go ahead, book a call down below. And with that being said, I hope that this video blessed you. I hope you got something out of it. And don't forget, subscribe to my YouTube channel, and I'll see you in the next video.